My name is Alfa Syakula Rehan.
And my name is Rivaldo Putramawan.
I'm Carmelo Evan Ratito, and today we are going to represent about narrative text.
Definition: narrative text is a type of text that tells a chronologically connected series of events. Usually, the story is imaginative or just a story made up by the creator with the aim of entertaining the reader. The purpose of narrative text: the purpose is to entertain people, and it can teach us some moral lessons. Kind of narrative text: there's a lot of kind of narrative text out there, such as personal experience, fairy stories, fables, legends, myth, romance, mysteries, science fiction, horror stories, adventure stories, historical narrative, and slice of life.
Generic structure. First, orientation. This is a section for introduction of the story about what is the story about, who is the character of the story, where the story took place, and when the story happened. Second, complication. This section is the part that raises problems or conflicts that occur in the narrative text story. This complication section is also the main part of a narrative text story. Third, resolution. This section is a solution to a conflict or problem in the story. Every problem that arises in narrative text must have a solution. The solution can be in the form of a happy ending, or it can also be a sad ending. Fourth, reorientation. Reorientation is the closing of a story which is optional. Reorientation can contain moral lessons, suggestions, or teachings from the author. Language features. The sentence pattern used is usually a simple past tense. The beginning of a sentence is usually preceded by an adverb of time as long ago, once, one, and at a time. Narrative texts use many time conjunctions. Sometimes there is direct dialogue between the characters in the story.
Example of narrative text. Two friends. Once upon a time there were two close friends who were walking through the forest together. They knew that everything dangerous can happen at any time in the forest. They promised each other they would always be together in any case of danger. Suddenly they saw a large bear getting closer toward them, and of them climbed a nearby tree at once. But unfortunately, the other one did not have to climb the tree, so being led by his common sense, he lay down on the ground breathless and pretended to be a dead man. That's all for our group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.